Hi, I would like to talk to you about something that's on my mind. Just thinking about the first episode that I've seen of Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power, and it was, it was interesting. Mostly been watching reviews of the series in general, and they paint Galadriel in a very negative light, and I mean, Galadriel is the elf witch that appears in Lord of the Rings. She's basically a wise old elf, and she I mean she gets tempted by the ring. When Frodo tries to offer it to her freely, and she ends up having a freak out. It's like, instead of a Dark Lord, you will have a queen. That part is like really scary. Like, beware of the nice ones. And then after that moment, she's like, I pass the test. I must go to the west and remain Galadriel. I mean, she she um, basically resists the power of the ring, because she knows it's too powerful too powerful for her, and it would corrupt her, and well, she also appears in the film version of The Hobbit, when she helps Gandalf and Saruman fight off the Necromancer, who turns out to be Sauron. I mean, no no big surprise. and, I mean, she's supposed to be this wise old elf, in the third age. I mean, the Amazon series takes place in the second age of Middle Earth. I mean, and I mean, Galadriel does come does come off as rather brash and bold, and not necessarily in a good way. She's like driven by revenge. I mean, because her brother Finrod was slain by Sauron, and it's like and she wanted she wanted to avenge her brother's death, and been on endless quest to find Sauron, and even when it seems apparent that he to, is like, he's no longer here. Like, however, the scene I really want to talk about is the closing scene of that episode. Not the one where the Harfoots find a man who land in midst of open field, creating a flaming crater. Um, Actually, it's the scene where Galadriel and her fellow elves, I mean, go to Valinor, to the Undying Lands, well, she was on a boat, sailing into the light. I mean, which basically symbolic for you know going into heaven and paradise. I mean, and I mean, at the end of Lord of the Rings, Frodo goes with Gandalf and Bilbo, Galadriel, and I mean Elrond, and to the Undying Lands, and that's the last we ever see of him in that story. And so, and I mean, while she's standing in the boat, waiting to enter, waiting into the light, she turns her head from the light, and basically it looks at her sword and remembers she has unfinished business, and she feels like her her work her work in Middle Earth isn't done, and and she ends up diving into the water and swimming away from the light, and she ends up rejecting paradise in favor of staying behind on Middle Earth in Middle Earth to avenge her brother and fight Sauron. I mean, it makes me think of other some other pieces of work where a person sees paradise and ends up rejecting it because they have unfinished business to take care of on Earth, and it's like they don't want to enter into their rest. I mean, I get the feeling they're some Christians who basically will resist going up in the rapture because they feel like their work on Earth isn't done to I mean, they want to stay behind and see as many souls come into the kingdom of God as possible. And, it's like they want to be instrumental in the defeat of Satan, and I don't I don't I don't blame them if they want that. Just I mean, that's probably the most memorable scene I can remember from the first episode of The Rings of Power. Just that scene where Galadriel jumps off the boat and rejects the paradise of Valinor. Anyway, that's pretty much all I have to share with you this morning. So, have a good day, and God bless you.